Let's get to our morning business report. GameStop found a new way to bring in customers now that most people buy video games online.
Okay, and data center construction is not keeping up with expectations, forcing some tech companies to quickly adjust. Channel 3's Jane King live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Tracy. Kayla, good morning. Yes, America's data center build-out is falling, way behind schedule. Now, supply chain backlogs, permitting fights, and availability of power are among the issues that have caused the construction of data centers to fall behind targeted timelines, with the gap growing wider in the past few months. Now, analysts and power industry experts tell the Wall Street Journal that Google's strategy of securing its own sources of generation and investing in the ability to shift computing loads to follow power supply could allow it to get its data centers connected to the grid faster. Well, GameStop reported record revenue driven by its collectibles business. The retailer has been looking to sell more items like Pokemon cards and action figures as consumers increasingly buy video games outside of physical stores. And GameStop recently attempted to purchase eBay for $56 billion, but eBay rejected that offer. Well, music festivals are booming globally. The industry was worth an estimated $3.8 billion last year and is forecast to hit $30 billion by 2035, according to Global Growth Insights. Now, festivals act as significant tourism and economic engines for host cities, generating revenue for local hospitality sectors. Summerfest in Milwaukee, by the way, the largest multi-day music festival. It runs 9 days and attracts 800,000 visitors. Okay, the S&P 500 closed above 7,600 for the first time. Dow added more than 200. Looks to open slightly lower this morning. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.